What's up, Slick Nick here. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video, but I'm doing this live stream because I've got a message to get out to everybody. On St. Patrick's Day, which is Thursday, March 17th, 2022, anybody's planning to go out, there's not going to be many drivers out on the road. And why is that? Here's what it is. Sorry, probably spam call. See that? Thursday, March 17th, we are striking for driver safety, and also we are striking for better pay, better conditions, better safety, and also we need a gas surcharge. These gas prices, they're like nearing $6 a gallon. They're already over $6 a gallon in some places around California. Hell, there's even some stations in Los Angeles where mid-grade and premium have already exceeded $7 per gallon. Yeah, good going, Putin. The stupid war. Anyways, so yeah, these gas prices are getting so insane, and Uber and Lyft are not paying us enough, especially on Uber X or Uber Comfort or Lyft Standard or Lyft Preferred. And not as many people are willing to pay the extra money usually to pay for like a Lux ride or a Black on Lyft, for example, or even an Uber Select. That's where we make a little more money, but we need a gas surcharge. Seriously, Derek Kashishari, John Zimmer, Logan Green, you guys are such cheapskates. Why can't you guys just give us a raise? I mean, come on, the investors don't give a shit if you raise our pay. They don't care. Just give us what we want. Give us more money. Hell, give us a surcharge, surcharge passengers for our gas costs. And then maybe more drivers will be driving on the road, and you need to invest more in safety. There's been carjackings all over the country going on because people are desperate, and you guys aren't doing enough. You need to stop letting people coming onto the platforms without putting IDs on their profiles. They need to have IDs on their accounts. No questions asked. You guys need to do away with the prepaid cards. No questions asked. That's how these people are getting on. These thugs, these idiots are getting on the platform because these companies aren't doing a damn thing, and they're not making them ID themselves. And it's harder to track them down. And I got assaulted about a couple months ago from a rider. Thankfully, it was just a slap, but it could have been worse. And I reported his ass to the Beverly Hills Police Department because that's where it took place. And I've been still trying to hear back from the PD. I've gotten a follow-up probably a few weeks ago, but I'm going to check with them again because they need to get this out. And they know I want him prosecuted. And George Gascon damn well better have him arrested, because if he don't, I'm voting to have George Gascon. I hope you hear me, George Gascon. I'm going to vote to have you recalled if this guy is not caught. You know exactly who. You should have the footage from the Beverly Hills Police. That's an example where I've been hit one time. But there's drivers that had much worse conditions. Drivers have been injured. They've been killed. You name it. This is really getting stressful, especially for those of us that are doing this to survive when we're in between jobs on our regular occupations like entertainment industry. I would rather be working on set or something like that, or on a TV show versus driving around all the time looking for rides and having to turn on Uber X or Lyft Standard because nobody is paying for the higher premium rides, which they'll get better service and they'll get more amenities because I'll honor more amenities or go farther distance if they choose a higher ride. Like hell, a Lyft Black, for example. I'll drive to San Diego on Lyft Black, but I will not do it on Lyft Regular or Uber X or Uber Comfort because they don't pay us enough. And passengers are always saying, oh, we'll tip you in the app. And the majority of those passengers don't even tip you at all. Some of them do keep their word, but not all of them do. I mean, come on. These apps also need to start putting a tip default setting on the passengers. And if the passengers don't want a tip, then they should choose no tip, but they should have a tip option already selected by default. And this damn rating system needs to go because getting rid of good drivers, you're getting all these rookie drivers that are making more mistakes because they're not fighting back correctly and they're not being more prepared to catch these thugs. This is really getting out of hand, seriously. Derek Hashishari, you cheapskate. Logan Green, John Zimmer. Hell, I wouldn't, if you guys are getting mobbed like this, like the capital of Washington, D.C., when we had the Capitol insurrection, if you guys as companies get an insurrection like that, we're gonna be laughing our asses off. So you guys better make way. Your security will not even protect you. We're coming after your wallets. We're gonna get the money that we are owed. And good luck trying to win the appeal against trying to get the Prop 22 to stay, because got news for you, it's gonna be invalidated. You guys are such cheapskates. I mean, come on, guaranteeing us 30 cents a mile and 20% of local minimum wage. How often does that ever happen? Very seldom. You guys need to get with the program here. Drivers are hurting, and there's customers are going to keep getting worse service, or worse yet, customers aren't going to get any rides at all. They're going to be shit out of luck because nobody wants to drive. Or unless they're going to willing to start paying for a higher end ride, like maybe they should start paying for like Lux or Black or something, pay for premium rides, then drivers will be more likely to take them, especially long trips. And cutting pay for longer trips, not worth it. Because how do we know if we're going to get any rides on the way back or not? We might be coming back empty-handed, or maybe not, we won't get any rides until maybe 60 or 70 miles on the way back from where we dropped off a passenger. We probably won't get anything until we drive that far. It's costing us money, and there's no guarantee these passengers are willing to tip. And seriously. Even look, what would Wall Street and the investors say? They're sure as hell not going to approve of these dirty tactics, these dirty business practices, this unsustainable business model you guys use. Guys are taking too much money of the fare out of the customers. The more you charge the customers, the more you need to pay us. We deserve at least 75% of that fare, and you guys keep 25. That's the way it should be. We should be getting at least 75%, or hell, even 80% of the fare would be nice. Come on. What is all this cheap shit crap about? Investors, they don't give a shit if you pay us more. Just as long as the company gets profitable. Maybe, yeah, but you can still be profitable by paying us more and taking a responsibility for your actions, and start requiring people to have IDs on their accounts, especially when it comes to minors. This will keep kids off our platform. These children that are under 18 are getting on the platform, or their parents are using the card, or who knows how they're doing it. It's ridiculous. We have to put up with all this and tell them the kids to go away. Can't take them because they're underage. And parents that are irresponsible with young children without car seats. It's becoming a problem because we're losing out and only collecting cancel fees or having to cancel early because these parents don't want to take the responsibility. And they don't want to own up to their mistake for not reading the terms of service. So you guys need to crack down on that. You don't do enough. You guys deactivate their accounts. All the rider has to do is use a different name, get a prepaid card or a different email, you name it, then boom, they're back on the platform, and they're going to keep screwing you guys up. And you guys don't, Uber and Lyft, you guys got to stop giving money back to customers that complain, because you know how they say the customer is always right? Well, you know what? On rideshare, I can tell you the customer is never always right. More times they are wrong, and I mean wrong. They're just trying to cheat the system to get free rides. They'll make up any shit they want just to get their money back, and you guys aren't even following. You guys are required to care for the drivers. Caring about the drivers is an obligation if you know what's good for your financial health. Or if we take down the customers' addresses, we can track them down and take them to court and sue the hell out of them ourselves if we were able to do that. You guys value safety. You will stop giving money back to customers, and you will stop favoring and siding with them all the time and start doing a thorough investigation and stop lying and making up propaganda and bearing false witness. You know what they say in the 10 Commandments? Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not steal. And that's exactly what you guys are doing. John Zimmer, Logan Green, Dara Khosrowshahi. Especially Dara, who's such a coward with his $2 million security. I mean, come on. Get real, guys. Welcome to the real world. If I was in the hands of the presidency, or if I was a government official, I would definitely take you guys down. You won't even survive one day with trying to get away with skirting laws or making your own laws. And I'm a filmmaker too, and I'm not afraid to actually expose you guys or actually impersonate you guys in my projects. And everybody's going to be laughing at you. And I mean, you name it, we're coming after you guys. So this is why I'm rambling here, because we are striking. Where did I put the note? Here it is. Striking. Thursday, the 17th of March, we are turning off our apps. I'm sure as hell going to be one of those. And maybe I can get my car serviced that day and use a loaner so I don't have to work. And we're striking, and we're going to educate the public. Keep educating them, and we're gonna cut your CEO's salary. We pay your salaries, and we're gonna make sure those stocks fail. We don't give a shit if they fail. You should have stayed off the stock exchange in the first place. It just makes me more angry or lashing out. Because if I don't get enough film work that pays or gigs, then I have to depend on this shit. And we're not getting paid enough, especially to cover high cost of gas. And you guys even violate your own terms of service. Uber and Lyft make up their own rules, and they violate their own rules too. And they also violate constitutional rights without it giving a damn. Like if a passenger comes with a weapon and we have to use something to fight back, like mace them or something, then why the hell do we get dinged for that? We have the right to protect ourselves. The companies don't have the jurisdiction. You hear me? Dara Khosrowshahi, Logan Green, John Zimmer, you guys have no legal, and I mean no legal jurisdiction to tell us that we can't arm ourselves. Unless you guys want to have blood on your hands, it's either us or the passenger that dies if we're in that situation. Who would you rather be in? Take your pick. And I guarantee, mark my words, if you try to pin the driver for defending themselves, you guys are gonna lose the case. Mark my words. That's my timer. My laundry's almost done. This makes me more furious, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. So I hope they get this lecture on what they're doing, and they better start doing their jobs right. See it our way or see us in court. And when we appeal this Prop 22 and smash it to hell, you guys, gig companies lose in California, which I know you're going to lose your appeal. We're going to keep striking. We're going to hit you guys where it hurts. Okay. So anyway, so I'm going to end it here. Anybody who sees this that's a gig worker or driver, remember, 17th of March, under no circumstances, do not work on Uber or Lyft or any gig company. Turn off your apps. Join the strike. If you guys are going out there making money, if you need to really make the rent, and that's your last resort, understandable. But if you really don't, well, I got news for you. If you guys get hurt by some drunk or something happens, we're not going to give a damn. We're not even going to be sympathetic. Don't even ask us for help. So keep that in mind. Strikes do work. I know some of you may not think that they work, but obviously they do. So Thursday, March 17th, this year, 2022, we're doing nationwide strike. We're striking for better safety. Turn off your apps. Striking for better pay. And we are, the list goes on and on with these companies. on these shenanigans they're pulling on us, and we're not going to put up with it anymore. We're going to clean our claws, and I'm ready to fold them in half and go. Rrr. That's right. And remember, CEOs, you mess with the bus, you're messing with the bull. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. And that's what we're doing. You guys have been messing with the bulls. We are giving you the horns. March 17th, you are getting the horns. Oh, hey, Dave. How's it going, man? That's right. I've seen some surging going on from time to time with Uber, but not always. But yeah, the surge pricing, Dave's got a good point there. It's been surging like earlier last year with the driver shortage, but more drivers have returned. And also there's some newbies, but we still kind of have a shortage going on. But we're trying to strike and get the word out because this is really serious, because surging, there's no guarantee that we're going to be able to get a surge because Uber, I discovered, is playing some shenanigans with bait and switch on their surge. And I plan to probably do another video about that, explaining some little bait and switch with the surging that Uber has been pulling, which usually will apply if you drive multiple categories. But if you're just pretty much do Uber X, then I don't think part of it doesn't really affect you. But if you drive multiple categories, have you seen Super Pumped yet? I don't know if I've seen it yet, Dave, but I'll have to look into that. But I do want to see that new Batman movie that came out, and I saw the new one with Mark Wahlberg, which is really good. God, it's heating up here. Well, I'm just about to wrap up the video here pretty soon. I'm just making the announcement about the strike on March 17th, and more information will come soon from the sources. Surge is 20 times. A 5-minute trip is $100. Well, it's tempting, Dave. I know it's very tempting, but if we're striking, I'm going to have to turn it down. I'm going to be like, it's a tempting offer. I've actually got a ride. I actually just got a ride offer from Lyft, Dave. I'll show you what Lyft offered me. And believe me, it's really not worth it right now. 25 trips. Now, that's pretty good, but there's what Lyft is offering me. Up to $178. See this? Look how many rides I have to get. 62, 12, 16 to me. Not worth it to me. If it had way less trips, then yeah, I would go for it. But I'm kind of staying off Lyft until like April when Coachella takes place, because that's when they're going to have the music festivals out there on the weekends, and I'm going to go drive out there. And that's going to be a big moneymaker. And hopefully more people will be using Lux and Black. And here's hoping they'll. Let's put a video about that on my channel, the Bait and Switch. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good idea, Dave. Yeah, we got to talk about doing a video on that. And I could kind of share with you what's been going on with the Bait and Switch, with the surge. Like, I'll give you a quick example. Let's say if I have just Select and Comfort on, and I lock a surge in, sometimes if I turn on Uber X, either that surge reduces or disappears all of a sudden. And then when I turn off the Uber X, it's gone or reduced. It's a big joke. It doesn't always happen. It's just sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. And also I noticed the sticky surge isn't working properly anymore either, because you have to sign off and sign back on, and then hopefully you get the bigger surge locked in when you're in that zone. It's been ridiculous. Uber's trying to sneak more shenanigans. They think that we're not going to find out, but obviously we find out eventually. Okay. Gotta start wrapping it up here. Well, if you're planning to go to the strike, Dave, I hope to see you there. And yeah, damn, Lyft is right. Especially when it's been slow on Lux and Black. It starts slowing down like near the end of the holidays. The Lux and the Black are like so dead. Uber Comfort seems to be a tad busier, but we'll see. I hope that Lux and Black get busy soon, because that's where the bigger pay is on Lyft. And same with Uber. If you can get Uber Select, if you're lucky, but Select, not as many people use Select. But yeah, damn these companies. Damn their CEOs. Damn Derek Khosrowshahi. Damn Logan Green. Damn John Zimmer. Damn them all to hell. They can take all those profits and shove them up their investors' ass for all we care. Yeah, and we're going to be giving them the horns. March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, we are giving these companies the horns. They mess with the bull, they're getting the horns. That's a quote from The Breakfast Club by the late Paul Gleason. Don't mess with the bull, you get the horns. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up here. So, yep, I'm hoping we'll get more news soon on where we're going to strike, and I hope Rideshare Drivers United gets it going with it too, so we can plan a strike. I'd like to interview you, talk about everything that's been bothering you. Oh yeah, Dave, yeah, for sure. I would definitely be more than happy to share what's been going on. I mean, there's a lot that's been going on the platforms that's been so bothersome. But yeah, hopefully we can catch up soon. I'd definitely be open to doing that. All right. Well, I got to get my laundry out of the dryer downstairs, so I'm going to end it here. Everybody stay safe. Thanks for stopping by, Dave. Hope to see you on the strike day, but hopefully we'll get more information as we get closer. So remember, don't let these companies give you. The strike, we still don't know yet. I know Torsten, rideshare professor, is still coordinating. I know he's talking with the media, and I also notified Rideshare Drivers United, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet. But hopefully we'll gather somewhere for the strike besides just turning off the apps. But keeping fingers crossed that we'll go out in public somewhere to do it. That's where we really got to get the word out. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for stopping by. As always, be safe.